Hey, what's up guys? It's Austin. You have to excuse my kind of lazy look today. I just got back from a weekend vacation. Me and my wife spent the weekend in Asheville, North Carolina, and we had a blast. And the highlight of the trip for me was I got to go to this really cool comic book / retro game store called Haywood Comics. While I was there, I actually got a purchase, so give me just a second. Haha! I bought a Dreamcast for me and Chris to use in some upcoming videos we have planned. But while I was there, I had such a good experience at Haywood Comics that I decided I wanted to do a quick review of it. So I'm going to cut to some footage of the inside of the store. It was really super nice. I had a great time. The customer service from the manager working there was awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, and I'm going to talk about some of the stuff they had. But in all seriousness, that is a really pretty mural. And this is walking up to Haywood Comics. It's in a really neat part of town. It's an older part of town, but it's still really nice. So now let's go in. Inside, we see why it's called Haywood Comics. First and foremost, it is a comic store. So you're going to see comic memorabilia and comics everywhere, which is a good thing. As a nerd, I like comics. Just don't like video games. I like other things too, and comics is one of my interests. So they had a lot of cool stuff here. If you'll see, they have the box comics on the floor. Then they have some of the newer and more rare stuff on the walls. But they have a huge selection. Anything you can think of, you can probably find here at Haywood Comics. Old to new, they probably have it. So here's some of the stuff they have on the wall. I really like the way they had everything displayed. It was nice. Here is some other comic / nerd memorabilia. And coming up is something that really caught my eye, but my conscience, aka my wife, told me I couldn't have it, so maybe next time. But there is just no shortage of cool stuff here at Haywood Comics, and as I swing the camera the other way, you will notice some other really neat stuff. Here's some more comics, and then a really big selection of NES, SNES, and a few other kind of cartridges. And a Game Boy, if you notice it there in the middle. But they had a pretty good selection of cartridges, and some of these were actually pretty rare. You'll notice Zelda up there. And this was the coolest part of the entire store. For it to be a comic book store, they had a huge selection of consoles. I've been to stores that market themselves as retro video game stores that have half the inventory of consoles. That empty space there, that was the Dreamcast that I bought for me and Chris. But they have a lot of stuff. As you can see, a Wii, a PS2, GameCube, Xbox. They have it from every generation. There's another Dreamcast. If you're looking for a retro console, Haywood Games is a good place to look. So if you're ever in Asheville, make sure you stop by and check them out. They have a lot of really cool stuff and new stuff coming in all the time. Alright guys, so that's what I think. If you guys ever have a chance to stop by Haywood Comics and you're in Asheville, definitely worth the stop. Great customer service, awesome atmosphere, and a lot of cool stuff. They had more consoles than I've ever seen in a retro shop before, and they're not just focused on video games. They have all kinds of cool memorabilia, vinyl records, comics, and just anything that has to do with being a nerd. So if you guys are in Asheville, definitely check them out and tell them Austin at Digital Power Trip sent you. Thanks.